Is in Paris. This is kind of the first time he stepped out into the open world, and you can see the world is a giant place. You'll see more of that later in the mission as we get up on the rooftops. He's going to come over and talk to this guy here, Bryman. He's a resistance member. There's a giant cannon on top of the rooftops here in Paris, so we're going to try and destroy that. There's an automatic cover system in the Saboteur. You don't press any buttons. You can just run right up and get into cover. There's also an ability to sneak up behind Nazis and take them out quietly. This is really important for a couple reasons. One, not setting off the alarm. That's pretty key. But two, we can actually slip into their uniform and use it as a disguise as long as we haven't pumped the body full of lead. So now Sean is dressed up as a Nazi officer, and he can actually sneak around essentially as if he's a Nazi and even carry a weapon. Nazis won't care. They will get suspicious, and you'll see in the left-hand meter there, that yellow bar that's building. That means the Nazis are they can smell the fact that I'm not a Nazi, that I'm a German. So I need to get away, and nope, they could see me, so now the gig's up, and I gotta go out shooting. So unfortunately, this is the part where the bullets start flying, but it's kind of up to you how you want to play the Saboteur. You can either go in quiet or loud, depending on what your preference is. And I'm gonna go for the sniper rifle on the rooftops. See if I can get up here. Either way, I'm pretty sure I'm going to set off the alarm. I'm not too worried about that. Sean has the ability to climb anything in the game. If it looks like you can climb it, you can. So I want that guy's sniper rifle because he's a real pain. And yeah, I'm going to take this. See what kind of what kind of trouble I can get into with this. Now, the rooftops can be a little bit more dangerous actually in the Saboteur. Mainly because you're a bit more exposed. Now that I'm up here, there's a lot more that can go wrong. So yeah, you can see this guy's already got a beat on me. What you've done is you've just returned this arc, or this chest, for some British spies, and you're returning it to them now in exchange for some information on where your nemesis is, Dierker. So I'll let you listen to this for a second, and then I'll skip past it so we can get to the action.
And like you, we had a deal. I brought your box halfway across France, and I had to kill a lot of men to do it. Now I want Dierker.
And you shall have him. I am reliably informed that Colonel Dierker is less than a mile from here at this very moment.
We've got a shop system in the game. Black market, so you can actually buy a variety of weapons and items at the black market for use in the game. And I'm going to load up here on some machine gun and some grenades and dynamite, which always come in handy. A Nazi truck now. We're going to try and sneak our way into the Citadel here. Pretty much try to act like a Nazi as you're driving a truck. Not a lot can go wrong here, but I also don't want to start running over folks or other Nazis because the disguise will be blown. So I'm going to try and play it cool and see if I can sneak in the front gates of the Citadel. We're going to try and see if we can get in the front gates without having to blast through. Now they're going to check our papers. It's part of the disguise mechanic. You can see the yellow bar on the bottom left on the mini-map going up. That tells us that once that's full, our disguise is blown, so we don't want to spend a lot of time near this Nazi. Thankfully, he opened the gate before that filled up, so we can get on by. So the disguise isn't blown. Now we're going to pull up at the Citadel here. I've got a few ways past the gate if I want. I'm in a uniform, though, so I'm actually going to see if I can just play it cool and use dynamite on the front gate here. I'm going to use it on the truck itself. Now, I'm going to need to get out of there pretty quick. I'm going to walk, actually, past this guy so he doesn't know what's going on. I'm going to play it cool. And now that the gig's up, I'm not going to pretend I'm a Nazi anymore. I'm just going to let him have it. So there's an automatic cover system in the game. You just run up to any cover, low cover or corner cover. Sean automatically pops into it. You can also press the shoulder button if you want to force him to get into cover, but it's totally not necessary. You can just... The game is very good at predicting what it is you want to do. We've designed it that way intentionally. So as I come into this Nazi courtyard, you can see kind of the strengths of our open world engine. This is what we call the Odin engine, and it's obviously built for open world. But one of the things we also really wanted to focus on was the detail and density of the high-res textures that we've created in the game. So you can see everything from the detail on this statue to the variety of the rain effects and the textures with the Nazis themselves and the flags. And we really wanted to bring the world to life and through high-res detail, and that's something that's a big focus for the engine. So I'm going to be liberal with grenades and using explosive barrels to my advantage. Our goal is to get our way through this Zeppelin, or get our way through this Nazi citadel, and at the top is this Zeppelin above us that we're going to board. So now we've reached the Zeppelin itself. That's actually where I'll stop the demo because I want to save that for when you guys get to this point in the game. So from here you actually chase Dierker through this Zeppelin and it starts to burn and kind of crumbles down on top of you. But thanks for watching the demo, guys, and you can look forward to the Saboteur hitting store shelves on December